Listen only mode.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This is the very jet lagged Ken Krell calling. Listen to me, already calling. How are you guys doing? If you can hear me, if you would, just pop into the chat and let me know that you can hear me okay. Because I'm on a different kind of microphone and I'm not sure how we're doing. So if you could just let me know who you are and where you're coming in from, I would appreciate that. Uh-oh, I don't see anybody responding. This is not good. Can anybody hear me? Yep. Okay, Martin's hearing me. Great. Martin's coming in from Norway. Tasha's in from the Tasha, you are up late, Tasha. Thank you for coming in. Okay, let's see. Anybody else? I'm actually, this is great. I'm in the middle of the two of you. Jeremy's in from Colorado. Good morning, Jeremy. Paul's in from Cyprus. Hey, Paul. How you doing? Excellent. Okay, so we got a few more people that are in here. That's great. Okay, well, terrific. Let me. I got a few of you that some of you this may be redundant, but I may have some new things in for you. You never know what I'm going to come up with, especially when I'm delirious from travel halfway across the world. Um, it has been a very, very long day, but we are going to have an outrageously good time. As always, the next hour or so, hour and a half perhaps, is really designed for you. I mean, I know what I'm talking about, therefore I don't need to do this. I'd rather be sleeping in some cases, although having time with you is even more fun. So this is for you. What that means is your cell phones, pagers, distractions, instant messengers, and all that would be best used later and not now. So if you can, just kind of put those distractions away because we're going to rock some really cool things this morning. And I'm saying morning here. I'm really confused because right now it would be 11 o'clock at night for me in Bangkok. So are you guys ready? If you are, pop in the chat and give me hell yes, yes, attaboy, whatever you want to say. Just let me know that you're ready to go, and we will rock and roll. Are y'all with me? All right. Paul says yeah with exclamations. All right. The rest of you guys, this will be participative. So here are a couple of things. Mom is doing the laundry in the background. If you hear any noise, that's what's going on. Martin says amen. All right, so here we go. Today's plan is we're going to go 60 minutes or less. Hey, Mom, can we shut the door to that thing a little bit? Maybe it'll turn the volume just a teeny little bit. That's okay. Can you guys hear the laundry going? No one's saying that they can. All right, so it'll be 60 minutes or so. Next, questions and discussions are totally cool, and I encourage them because again, this is the more that you participate, the more you will learn today. So I want you to play. You guys good with that? And expect fun because the more you put in, the more you're going to get out. So, are you guys with me? Please give me a big yes in the chat. Stay near your computer because this is how you participate. This is the only way I can know if you are actually paying attention. Okay, everybody good? All right, now let me just ask you one other question just because I'm hearing a bunch of noise in my background. I want to know if the microphone is picking it up. Can you guys hear any background noise or am I coming through okay to you? Okay, Martin says no background noise. Okay, everybody else, you guys good? Okay. All right. Excellent. Thanks, Tasha. Okay. Mom wants clean clothes and she doesn't want to wait. So here we go. What we're going to learn today. Here's what we're going to cover. First of all, we're going to talk about why you want people to spend time on your website, not just in social media. Social media is great, but it's not the only thing. And I find as I talk to people all over the place, I mean, one person yesterday was like, "Well, I'm just going to do my marketing in Facebook," and I'm like, "Do you own Facebook?" No. Well, then why would you do all your marketing in something you don't have any control of? So there are many more ways in which you're going to be doing your business, and social media is just one of many ways that you're going to build your business. Next, we're going to talk about how the search engines reward you for keeping people glued to you. Some of our site wrap members here already know the answer to that one. And we're going to talk about some of the massive opportunities that await you when you start to play. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Oh, sorry. How to keep your customers sticking to you like glue, right? All right, three huge opportunities. We're gonna just go right for it today. Number one is retargeting. Number two, we're gonna do these one by one. Number two is video direct marketing, and number three is relationship building. Now, understand something. These opportunities are being missed by so many people, and here's the biggie: most people out there that are marketing today do not have the ability to do this if they're selling other people's products and services. Now, let me ask you guys this. Okay, of the many people that are here with us today, how many of you are selling or want to be selling other people's products and services? Pop in the chat box and let me know. Because if all you're doing is your own stuff, which is fine, this won't be perhaps as acute. It may be even worse. Okay, Martin says me with all caps. Absolutely. Okay, Martin says it drives me crazy. Sure, and we'll talk about why that is. Tasha says, yes, me. Alan says, yes, me. Martin says, I need to know it. Okay. Yeah. There's money everywhere. And even the biggest product creators are selling other people's stuff. It's part of the game. And when I say part of the game, I don't mean it is in anything negative, but let's face it, you can't be all things to all people. If you are, you're nothing to everybody. So you will sell your own stuff, I hope. You'll have your own products and services that are your own. But at some point, you're going to find that you will best serve your customer by offering them products and services from other people. I mean, a retail store provides a shopping environment, but they sell products and services from all sorts of other people. Okay, so you're going to want to do the same thing. Now, there are people that make their business of doing nothing but selling other people's stuff, and that's totally cool too. It's just a different modeling, just a different plan. Thanks, Lenora. So with that, they're missing giant opportunities. All these guys are, and for the most part, most of them have no idea that they are missing it. We clocked the number at 97%, and that's just something that we pulled from the air. But it's probably closer to 99%. And the reason is people just don't understand what they're doing. Okay, so let me see what I want to do next. Want to do this? Well, let's go into showing you the damage first. You guys ready to see some damage? Okay. Yeah, Martin says it's huge in Norway. Lots of online stores. Yeah, there's lots of online stores everywhere. And I'm going to show you one in a little bit that you can create yourself for free inside of about 10 or 15 minutes, really. So let's just first go right over to Chrome and right over to here. Now, if you were going to be doing your marketing using a blog, and I encourage every single one of you to have some kind of engagement with an audience. A blog is a great one to have, and you can run a blog. By the way, a blog is WordPress. So we use WordPress, and I'll encourage all of you to use WordPress as a foundation for your website. It began as a blogging platform, but what WordPress really is a huge content management system, if you will, because your blog is content, all of your sales pages should be content. You can run your entire business, which is what it does with us. It's made life so much easier. Now, when you run a blog, you will want it to rank on the search engines because you're going to want people to find you. And so let's say someone found this article on time on site for ranking in Google. Now, mind you, Google search keep changing their rules, and maybe it's not the rules. They change their algorithm, and they when they change it, it's a panda or it's a hummingbird or it's a crocodile or whatever it's going to be. They change the rules, but Google's attitude has really never changed. What they want is they want to provide its users, that's you and I, with relevant material. In other words, they want to be sure that when you do a Google search, you're getting the stuff you're looking for. Because if you don't get it, you're going to go someplace else. You go to Bing, you'll go to Yahoo, you'll go wherever. So in order to stay number one, and earn the term Google, which is what we say we Google something now, they've got to give you something that's relevant, and they'll measure that relevancy by a level of engagement on the site, and now by participation on the site. It's gotten even more dynamic. So you, to be successful, need to engage your client, engage your customer, really engage your visitor. It's like having someone come over to your house for dinner and actually having a conversation at the dinner table as opposed to staring at each other. Okay, and you've been to those conversations perhaps where people stare at each other and there's nothing going on. They're painful. Well, Google sees it that way as well, so they want you to be engaged. If you're going to put stuff on your website that is content, like the page you're looking at right now, in there you'll probably have links to other supportive information. So let's take a look at what this guy does. And by the way, this is really good business. He's got a beautiful site. But let's go look at this particular article. Now, by the way, I was looking for proof of why time on site's important. So I found this article about time on site, and it goes into all this stuff. In fact, I want you to write down these two numbers right now. Write down the number 3 and write down the number 4. Okay, the number 3 relates. Well, I'll tell you what they relate to in a minute. But write down the number 3 and write down the number 4. We'll get to those in just a couple minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to click on this link right over here. And we're going to go to where he wants us to go to, which is about bounce rate. Excuse me. And now this is this is something I didn't plan on using. Hang on a minute. I went to the wrong site. Went to the wrong. I'm giving you a demo, and okay. So it's not this one. It is. I went to the wrong link here. Okay, here we go. This is like I want to talk about dwell time. So I'm going to go to this link, and we go to another blog called the Moz blog. Now, I don't know about you. And in fact, I'm going to ask you about you. How many of you guys kind of suffer on occasion from short attention span theater? Or how many of you visit short attention span theater? Just pop in the chat. Let me know if that's you. I see a lot of yes, yes, yes. Wait a minute. What were you saying? All right. Well, when you get to a website like this, you know, if you don't know who they are, you're going to just run around and click on a bunch of different links and see who's there and see what this thing's about and see who these people are. So we'll hit the about button. Let's see if I get the girl with the blue hair or the purple hair. Let's see. Nope, we don't get the purple hair today. There's a girl here with purple hair. I always like to go visit her. Anyway, but we've gone through all these pages already, and gee whiz, I don't know where I started. So what happened is this guy lost us. This guy that we were just on before, we're gone. He's thrown us away. He's put us out into Never Never Land looking at the tag fee code, and I have no idea what that is if I'm there for the first time. So I'm going to read it. And I'm gone. I mean, my whole attention is shot, and this person that we had a little bit ago threw us away. Pretty rude, actually, if you think about it, but pretty stupid if you think about all the energy and effort it's taking him to build a business. We don't like that. We think that's pretty silly, and we found a way of solving that problem, which is how we do this. Now, we took the same article from Spencer Hawes, How is Important the Time on Site for Ranking in Google, and we put it on our website. Now, is it okay to put someone else's content on your website? What do you think? Now, those of you that have SiteWrap, you know the answer to that question. The answer is you want to do that, but there are some general ground rules. The first ground rule is that when you are doing something called curation, which is what this is that you enhance it. So in this case, I added a couple of paragraphs at the top. I also added something at the bottom, the thanks to Spencer, and I could have probably added a little summary about my take on it, but I got a little bit lazy here. But I gave full attribution to the article. Thanks to the author, thanks to the website, links directly back to them. So I gave them everything that's theirs. Any link that was theirs, anything that would have been an affiliate link would have stayed the same. I wasn't going to change an affiliate link or try to take any penny away from their bottom line. Okay. So that's really important in curation. But it's on my site. I even took a photocopy, if you will, an image of their site, put it on our site as well. So we really did give them full credibility, and that's very important. But now the links are the same, right? So let's go look at how we do that link. And I'm clicking on the same link right there. And what happens is you'll find yourself back in the exact same place, the exact same place. And as I run around, looking at the product and clicking on the community and clicking the about button again, getting onto all that at short attention span theater. Now we have the captain and Tennille. Okay, so now I'm totally distracted by these two pretty ladies with the ultra bright smiles. But while I'm distracted, and while I forgot where I began, I'm still at boostyourpractice.com, my website, or your host's website. In other words, I didn't throw them away at all. I control the environment. I control the fact that they're still in my house. Maybe now they're just in the living room, but they're still in my house. And when they're done surfing this site, all they have to do is click the return home button, and I can send them back anywhere I want to. In this case, I want to bring them right back to the same article because I think it would be rude to take them away from what they came to digest. Okay. But I can bring them to any other website I want, anywhere I want, including another page that I wrapped. And this is what I call wrapping, where I have my header and their content below. Okay. So that's the biggest thing I see that people are doing to throw money away, and they do it all day long, everywhere. The big guys out there, like the Huffington Posts and CNN.com and so on, they do their own level of wrapping. They don't let you leave their site. They really try hard to not let you leave their site, and they've spent millions of dollars on their technology. We have taken a page out of their playbook and spent a lot of money, a lot of time to build a very similar situation. My mom showed me something last night. I came in from the airport last night, and she showed me, she said, "Is this what this thing is on Publishers Clearinghouse, where they never let me leave Publishers Clearinghouse?" And she showed me her page, and she was absolutely right. They have like a whole little search engine on Publishers Clearinghouse, so you never leave there. They're smart. They want you spending money buying magazines and stuff, and they don't let you leave their website. And yes, you can leave, but they do everything they can to keep you on the page with Publishers Clearinghouse right at the top. A lot of money in that, huge. In fact, the statistics are incredible when you see what the conversion statistics are. So let's go back now. Let's go back to the opportunities that are here. You see, as an affiliate marketer, The only way you can do retargeting, and we'll talk about it in just 1 second here, is if you control the website. So let's talk about retargeting real quickly so we can get into what that really means. Okay, retargeting is this: when people come to your website, you're going to leave. In fact, the vast majority don't buy; they leave. They leave without converting, without buying. Okay, now the minute they leave, they're surfing the web. They're going someplace else, and they're surfing the web. When you retarget, what you're doing is you are putting your ad right here automatically. They came to your site. You automatically put a little retargeting cookie or retargeting pixel on their system, and so you're now tracking them, and that creates within Google, actually within your AdWords account, it creates a list of all these folks. And as they surf the web, your ad shows up right here. It shows up, and you are now engaged. You see the ad a few times, and eventually you go right back to the website, you buy stuff, and you're turned into a customer. The interesting statistics, by the way, does this sound familiar to you guys? Are you familiar with this? Have you noticed that when you go to a website, sooner or later, it's following you, and you're seeing ads for stuff that you like? Gee whiz, I'm all of a sudden I'm seeing ads for Office Autopilot. That's weird. Oh yeah, I saw that I was in their website yesterday. They're following me. Have you noticed that? Or they're everywhere. Well, you know what? It's great marketing. The statistics are off the chart. They're crazy amazing. I'm going to show you that in a second. But remember something as a salesperson, and Martin, you know this particularly because you sell door to door effectively. When you're selling somebody, sometimes, in most cases, they're not buying the first time around. In most cases, they're buying on the third, fourth, fifth. They say the magic number is seven, the seventh time, seventh impression that they've been exposed to your message. Now, that for a salesperson may mean seven sales calls out. That takes an awfully long time. It may mean the sales call, the email you send them, the follow-up brochure you send them, uh, whatever. But it takes building that relationship. It totally does. And what happens is once you build that relationship, or at the very least, when they're seeing your retargeting ads, they're being reminded constantly of you. And now you look bigger than maybe you are. You could be one person sitting in a Starbucks in the south of France, but your ads are all over the place. And I've seen that with people that I know are really small marketers, and I've seen their ads following me, and it is really impressive. But even though I know who they are, I'm like, wow, these guys really have their act together. So you build tremendous credibility in the marketplace. Let's take a look at the stats of that because this will blow your mind. Okay, and these are all publicly available. I just Googled it. Okay. Um, the average website conversion is only 2%, which is why people are turning to retargeting. 30% of consumers have a positive reaction to retargeting. Trying to find the good stuff here. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, retargeting can boost ad response up to 400%. That's four times. 400%. Click-through email retargeting click-through rates and conversion rates are anywhere from 3 to 5% higher with upsells. As opposed to standard site retargeting. Listen to this. Online consumers are open to receiving behaviorally retargeting ads, while the majority of consumers, 60% of them, remain neutral about the topic. 25% enjoy them because they remind them of what they were looking at before. That's crazy, right? Um, Being drawn to products and advertisements is the most commonly noted reason consumers gave for clicking on a retargeted ad. Let's see. KPG company Kimberly Clark relies on retargeting, saying Kimberly Clark, that's Kleenex, tissues, guys, that's toilet paper, okay? 50 to 60% higher conversion rates among consumers who have been retargeted, okay? The average retargeted click-through rate is 0.07%, and for retargeted is 0.7. That is 100. That's what is that? 10 times better, or maybe that's 100% better. I can't figure that math out. It's beyond me at this point. Website visitors with retargeted players are 70% more likely to convert on your website. It gets better than that. Are you guys following this? Let's look at this one. Retargeted ad campaigns show. This came from Business Audience Retargeting from Bizzo, Business Audience Marketing blog. Retargeted ad campaigns show engagement 2 to 3 times higher than untargeted ad campaigns. Prospecting combined with retargeting leads to 140% higher conversion rates. Okay. Is this not madness? It's crazy. Now, here's the thing. Okay. Here's where the problem is. Right now, unless you have our software, you can't do this. You can't do retargeting on an affiliate deal. You cannot do it. Why? Let me show you. Traditionally, right now, if you were to go to, let's say, jbzoo.com and want to promote something on jbzoo. So let's take a look at this one that's out right now called HydraVid. We were gonna market that and promote it, and I've forgotten about it. Frankly, I got busy. We have something else that's happening this weekend that I want to send you to. That's on Google Plus that everybody needs to know about. I'll be showing you later. But here's the link for HydraVid. Okay, so let's say we want to promote HydraVid. If the normal way you would do it is, let's go back to Chrome. You go right here, open a new thing, and there's the link. You'll send everyone to this link. Whoop. Why can't I paste it? Uh, okay, let's try it again. I guess they didn't copy it. Let's try it again here. Helps when you actually, okay, Command C and Command, there we go. Okay, so now we'll go into this page, and when you send people to that page, they're going, I'll tell you that in a minute, Martin. When you're going to hydravid.com, there you go. All right, and if you send them there, you've sent them to HydraVid, and you can't do anything. Can't do anything. But if we put a wrap on this page, if we do exactly what we did here, or what I did with CNN, CNN is on my website, by the way. Do I have the power, baby? CNN is on my website, and I can run all over CNN anywhere I want. I can look at the latest tech. I can look at anything I want on CNN.com. Okay, and they're on my website. Now, my question for you is this: that remember that 3-4 that I was telling you about? Well, Google wants to see is at least to get good search engine rankings and really start making money on Google, with having people find your website. They want to see at least 3 pages clicked on your website and 4 minutes on your site. 4 minutes on your site. Now, here's the question. Do you have any idea what the average time on a website is? Anybody have any ideas? And those of you that know from previous webinars with me, you can answer too and see if you remember. Anybody know what the average time on a website is? Anybody? Okay. How are you able to do this? Martin says. Martin, I'm going to show you in just a few minutes. This is the best thing in the world. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, the average time on site is less than 1 minute. Judy's got it pretty close. Judy says 40 seconds. And the average pages is 1. In many cases, less, because Google measures what's called bounce rate, which is what percentage of your visitors leave within 10 seconds. They come on, they see it, and they're like, not for me. And that kills you. It crushes you. Why? Because what it tells Google is that that's not what you wanted at all. It's not relevant. Therefore, they should not weigh it as high on those search terms. So it will really hurt you unless they get engaged. What you want is you want to take them 3 pages and 4 minutes, which isn't easy unless you have this secret weapon, which isn't so secret now because you now know about it, and you will know even more over the next few minutes. So you want to go see how this works? You want to get an idea on how this thing actually works? Everybody, this is where you play. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, great. All right, so let's go. Here's what we're going to do. First thing we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to, and that HydraVid, I'm going to show you what we are going to do with HydraVid. All right. So I'm going to go into my dashboard, and I'm going to go into on the side of this is WordPress. Okay. And by the way, WordPress is a very, very, very expensive software tool. Do you know how expensive it is? Anybody want to guess as to how much WordPress is? Oh, I'm teasing. It's free. So you can all afford it. So we're going to go into iBoostify, which is our brand, and the product is called SiteWrap. It's a very specific written software program. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to very quickly create what I call a wrap. Now, by the way, we'll get to all this on the top. These are setting our defaults. I'll get to this in just a few minutes, but I'm going to show you just how we do the page real quickly. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to create that wrap page very quickly. Now, I'm going to call this, that was HydraVid. So I'm going to call the page title wrap because everything I give it a name. I'm going to call it HydraVid. Right here. The URL, well, we copied that before, so I'm just going to paste it back in. There is that. Now, where do I want them to go after they see that site? Usually I want them to buy it, of course, but if they don't buy it, where do I want to take them? Do I want to sell something else, maybe? You bet I do. You bet I do. Thanks, Tasha. You bet I do. So I'll sell them something else. In fact, I'm going to send them to my my iBoostify site. Okay, so I'm going to send them to iBoostify.com. So we'll send them right back here. Okay. Um, okay, so that's it. I can choose the image URL that appears. I can check the height and the color, but I've already set my defaults when I first installed it. Okay, I create a site wrap by hitting this button, and in a second I'll get a URL right here. Let's go take a look at it. And through the marvels of modern technology, Hydravid is now going to appear on my website. So we're going to make more money with Hydravid on your website or with Hydravid on Hydravid's website. See, here's the thing. Hydravid can now do retargeting. Hydravid can put an exit pop-up if I try to leave the website to try and capture my information, which they didn't do. Pretty silly of them as far as I'm concerned. But they can do all that, and we previously couldn't, but now we can because Hydravid's on my website. How do we do retargeting? Everyone wants to know that. How? Well, in a nutshell, it's very simple. You get retargeting codes from either Google or from AdRoll or Perfect Audience if you can do it in Facebook, and you just plug it right in here, and we do the rest. We do the rest. I mean, you'll use AdRoll or Perfect Audience, or you'll use Google for the actual service of putting those ads on the pages in Facebook or in any other Google area, of course. But you just get the code, you put them in, and that automatically puts it on your website. And then very shortly, you'll be actually able to target each individual page separately with specifically geared retargeting pixels. This, my friends, can make you an absolute fortune by selling other people's stuff. And at the same time, you can add an exit pop-up so that if somebody leaves or tries to leave, you can now collect names. Let me tell you a little story. And this story is about my buddy. I call him Guru Bob. Let's come right over here. We'll stay on CNN right now. Okay. Um, Guru Bob was, and some of you know who I'm talking about, but to keep him from being embarrassed, and my talking about him behind his back, or his or her back, but we'll say Guru Bob is a he. Guru Bob was with me in Thailand about a year or so ago and was promoting a product that sold for $997, and there was a weekend promotion. So I sat next to him, and he's promoting this thing online on Facebook actually, and I watched him over the weekend generate 24,000 in affiliate revenue, income to him, $24,000 over a weekend. Now, is that insane? I mean, is that just cuckoo nuts crazy? It's pretty significantly. Um, and in any event, I was crazy. I thought it was amazing. I mean, just tremendous. Now that was good. $24,000 is pretty good over a weekend, right? It is pretty good until you realize that he lost. I figure he probably lost easily $50,000 or more in additional revenue. Easily 50 grand. Now, why the heck do I say that? Well, it's simple. If he sold $24,000 in affiliate commission and he had a 50% affiliate commission that he was making on that $1,000 product, that means that he had to sell 48 people to generate the $24,000 or to generate those sales. Okay, everybody follow that? Okay, pretty simple. So that being the case, if he generated 48 sales, how many leads would he have had to have gotten through from Facebook to get 48 sales? Well, let's think about this for a second. If he got a 1% conversion rate on that, that would have been 4,800, almost 5,000 visitors to get that. But I asked him, I said, what do you think, Guru Bob, your conversion rate really was? And he said, frankly, the way we looked at it being maybe 0.5%. 0.5% brings us to 9,600 rather, visitors. Let's round it to 10,000 visitors. But in that case, what that means is that he had nearly 10,000. He had 10,000 people approximately visiting the affiliate website and not his own. Now, he made $24,000. He could not retarget. He could not put on an exit pop-up. So if he did not have any retargeting, which, as you've already seen from the statistics, would have easily doubled, if not tripled, or quadrupled the sales. And if the sales were quadrupled, it would have made $100,000, not $24,000, if those numbers came out the way they were. But easily he would have doubled his money. Furthermore, He could have put up an exit pop-up and offered some sort of ethical bribe to generate a list, and he wouldn't have gotten everybody out of those 10,000, but maybe he would have gotten 10%, and he should have really gotten closer to 30, but he would have generated a list of at least 1,000 targeted people. Why targeted? Because they responded to that specific ad for that specific topic. So 1,000 targeted people minimum is our estimate, and more sales. And by the way, those targeted people would have been perfect for another offer. In other words, he threw money away. He built no equity. He didn't build a business. He got money, he got paid. It's like having a job. You get a paycheck, but if you don't go to work tomorrow, you don't get paid. He had nothing that was saleable, no business, no equity. Are you guys following that? Now, are you? Okay, just checking. You guys keep popping in the chat. Some of you are being quiet, and I know who you are. Okay, so here's the thing, you guys. Here's the thing. Poor Guru Bob, when I talked to him and told him what was going on and what we're doing software wise with what we call iBoostify Site Wrap, you should have seen his face, like the blood drained out of it. And it was like, oh my God, I lost my butt. And he used a different word. He used a lot of different words. Now, granted, he was happy, and we still brag about $24,000 in a weekend because it's really good. I mean, he'd be really proud of himself. But let me tell you something: what he lost is ridiculous. And to lose money like that after all the effort that he put into that, the entire weekend, all he was doing was marketing. Okay, I mean, he was at an event, we were having a good time, but I mean, he's just going like a banshee, bam, 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 running ads, posting this, posting that. I mean, he worked hard, he really did, and certainly it was worth it, every effort he put in. But what he threw away, crazy ridiculous, crazy ridiculous. When the option would have been to create this wrap that we just showed you, and where's the page? Here it is. No, I think I ready to close the page. Oh, here it is. No, I closed the page somewhere along the line. I I guess I closed the page. Anyway, but to have done that and created something of that power, do you guys follow? So yeah, it does suck. But you know what? Let's be fair. No, most of you guys didn't know this existed before we started talking. Okay, so it's not your fault. You just didn't know any better, and you're happy with what you got. But now you know better. That's the challenge with education right now. The more you know, the more you want, because you learn what's possible, which is really pretty great. Okay, so let's see what we got here. So the cool thing is that you now have the control. You now have the control. And that's the beauty of it. There's the HydroVid page right there. You have that control. Okay, so that's the first opportunity. Next, let's go back to our PowerPoint. And whoops, hang on a minute. The next one is video direct marketing. Video direct marketing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. If you market on YouTube, and you should be marketing on YouTube. I mean, how many of you guys are doing anything on YouTube right now? Anything on YouTube? Anybody? Wow. A few of you are, but most of you are not. Wow. Okay. Why have you not been doing anything on YouTube? Okay. Martin says, I'm not competent in that area yet. Okay. That's cool. And you will be at some point. By the way, focus. Everybody needs to focus. You're going to do one thing at a time. Okay. But the cool thing about retargeting is once you get started, it'll run on autopilot. That's the beauty of this. Okay. I know YouTube's an affiliate program. Yes, but that's not where we're going. Video direct marketing is this. Here, I'm going to show you right now. You guys ready? I'm going to show you the opportunity here. All right. Let's take a look. Where did I go? YouTube. Where is my YouTube page? Did I close it out? I guess I did close it out. Okay. When you're in YouTube, actually, I want to do this. I'll show it to you on not this one. I know. Here we go. I'll show you here. Yeah. Let's see if I can find the thing here on this page. Actually, I'm going to show you one thing. YouTube, and maybe I don't have it handy here. No, I don't have it. It's not on this page here yet. Or maybe it is. Yeah, here we go. Okay. So what you're seeing right now on my screen is this. When you want to go target somebody, target something on YouTube, you may not know this, but YouTube actually allows you to put external links, clickable links on your videos, where you can say, click here to order right now, and in fact, go to a website and order. It's really cool. There's only one issue. You can only go to what's called an associated website. You can only go to an associated website, which I'm showing you here on the screen. Okay. What's an associated website? It's a website that you own or that you have control of. And how do they know that? Because they actually put a link into your website. You put it up to get authorization. So you got to have control of that. So you can't go to that JV Zoo page we had and uh, make a video and then click to have them go to that affiliate link. It's not going to work. It just won't work. Period. Doesn't happen. So you can only send them to your website to get there. Well, now if I send them to, in this case, boostyourpractice.com / Hydravid, right? They're going to go to the order page for Hydravid and buy off of my video. Nobody can do that but us. Because once again, we got to send them to our website, and that's an associated website. YouTube only allows it that way. So we just gave video people a total. Yeah, Tasha's like, wow, you may not have known that feature, but that's exactly what we have the ability to do because we're staying within our associated websites. Power beyond belief. Think about this for a second. You're watching a video. The video is compelling. It gives you some really cool stuff, and it says act now. Click here to act now. You don't have to type in a URL. All you do is click your button, and you're at the sales page to spend money. What's the power of that? Conversion rate on that skyrockets. Every one of your videos should have a call to action and a clickable call to action. And by the way, it costs nothing to do it within YouTube. They provide that to you for free. You don't have to buy any special stuff. It's all built within our site wrap. Okay, so huge opportunity there. And last but not least, in terms of opportunity, relationship building. And relationship building is actually where we started when I showed you the business of websites, where we got thrown away over here, and here we're staying within the website. In fact, let's take a look at this website, adaddysheart.com. Okay, now adaddysheart.com is one of our customers. It's one of our people, and he put together this. They do fundraising for children, and every one of these items that they have in their store, I believe the number is 50% goes to their foundation. I mean, it's a big number. It's at the 25% or 50% that goes to their foundation. But they went to Zazzle.com and they made a store at Zazzle rather, and Zazzle does all the fulfillment for them. It's a really pretty cool thing. Okay, we're considering that right now with our branded merchandise as well. So you're on adaddysheart.com, but really you're in Zazzle. Zazzle is wrapped in. There's Zazzle's logo right there. Okay, you're wrapped into their page, and if you want to return to A Daddy's Heart, you click the button over there, and you go to adaddysheart.com, where you can make a difference. There it is. I love their website. So beautiful. Okay, and you'll see the stuff on Down syndrome, disabilities, caregiver stress. Okay, it's really, really, really cool. They've done a beautiful job here. Okay, so do you see the beauty of that? The ability to build a relationship. So now everything is here, and no one ever has to leave their website. Power beyond belief. Remember that the 3-4 numbers. If you don't have people in staying on your website, you can't build engagement. You can have them go to a resource page that has resources to all sorts of stuff that you like and that you recommend and make money from all of it. Okay, but you're providing value. Okay, any questions so far? I want to make sure that we're all together here. Okay, I know I'm going pretty fast. Any questions? Okay, I'm going to call out on some of these. So I've got Debbie. I got a few Debbies here. Debbie, you're up late tonight, Debbie. I've got Debbie from the Gold Coast here. Seeing a lot of familiar faces. Joan, Joss, Judy, Leonora, Matt, Michelle, Patricia, Paul. Okay, Alan. Okay, so I'm getting it, but need more skills. Okay, yeah. Listen, I don't expect you guys to be experts on this right now. Right now, I want you to see the potential. The cool thing is that you're going to learn once you join us with iBoosted by SiteWrap. You're going to learn how to do it because we do twice a month strategy sessions with you to go through the entire process. But let's go back to the presentation for a second. Okay, so you saw the power of retargeting. For the people that do not know me, most of you on my list, you should be seeing some things. Martin says the potential is driving me crazy. I see it clearly. Yeah. So why me? Real quickly, in a nutshell, I've been training investors, entrepreneurs in success for over 26 years. It's since 1984, I think it is. It's been a long time. I'm a senior citizen in this business. I've traveled all over the U.S. and Canada and North America, even actually through Central America as well, training people on how to build businesses, both from regular storefront businesses to online businesses to investment businesses. So I know what people are looking for, what they're wanting, and you want freedom. You want freedom and you want it quick. You want it yesterday. You want it as automated as possible. You don't have to work hard and so on. And the answer to your question, Debbie, is absolutely we will be replaying this presentation, assuming that my recording comes out okay. Okay. Next, I'm a strategic marketing advisor. And we do a lot of seminars, we do a lot of online conferences, and now because one of you here today has has needed significant help and to protect him, I've decided to add a mentoring program to what I do as well. So we're actually now doing mentoring as well on a very limited basis to particular people. Paul's asking, can it be used with Facebook? Well, Paul, the answer to that is yes and no. And I'll answer your question a little bit in more detail in a second. Let me just kind of get through this page here. And by the way, just as an FYI, so you understand where I'm coming from, I've lost some. Actually, I've lost a lot, but I've won more than I've lost, and that's where everything counts, right? The big thing is this. The big thing is this. First of all, if you're choosing someone as a coach or a mentor, do you want someone that's at 100% wins? I think not. I think if you win 100%, you're not trying hard enough. Truly, I think if you win 100% of the time, then you are not taking any risks. And to me, you need someone who's willing to take risks. As long as your losses outweigh your gains, you're ahead of the game, right? So I look at that and I go, oh, nice. You did. And I had a business partner I was with for a while, and he was like, I never lost a penny. I'm like, well, you know what? We need to part ways because you won't take any risks. And that's how I learned. I realized that it's the risk takers that make the money. Okay, and you got to be willing to lose to gain. Do you think that I mean, Amazon, huge success now, right? Well, for the first 3 years, they bled their brains out. Bled. Okay. Now, I've created something called the Institute for Totalpreneurship this year, where we help totalpreneurs create massive businesses with a lifestyle that appeals to them so they can have quality of life. What's a totalpreneur? Well, that's your definition. You get to define that yourself. But the key is that you get to build a future, and that's what's so important. You've got to be able to do that. The problem, again, once again, is it's getting harder and harder to win with Google. Okay. It's getting harder and harder to engage your web visitors. And 99% of all marketers are virtually throwing away long-term business growth every day, like Guru Bob. Now, I've been saying 97. It probably is closer to that. The question is, am I having to any seminars abroad? I haven't been doing any live events, but the live event that I want you guys to be coming to, Martin, I'll tell you about in just a couple minutes here. Here's the ramifications, guys. Ramifications if you're losing money by not marketing properly. Okay, you're losing customers forever. Remember that Moz site? If they come once and they are gone, you may never see them again. And that's after all the money you spent on advertising and marketing, it's ridiculous. It's shameful. And your poor stats won't get you search engine rankings. In other words, you're working really hard, you're not working really smart, and it doesn't need to be hard. It really doesn't. And probably you're at maybe 50% of effectiveness, if that. We need to change that, don't we? Do you agree? We need to make a big change here. Good news is it doesn't need to cost you a whole lot of money to do. Okay. I'll give you testimonials of what our beta testers are saying, but let me answer a couple quick questions here before I get into that. And the first question is, does it work with Facebook? And the answer is technically no, practically yes. Okay. The technical side is that iBoostify Site Wrap works only with WordPress. It's technically a WordPress compatible software program. It does not work with Facebook. You can't control Facebook. Okay. So you can't wrap Facebook. I'm sorry, let me rephrase that. You may be able to wrap Facebook. Frankly, I haven't tried it yet. But what I'm saying is because you don't have control of that website, it's not going to work for you. It's got to be within WordPress. That said, when you drive traffic from Facebook to one of your offers, you send them to a wrapped page. So you send them from Facebook directly to yourself. Let's go back to Daddy's Heart. You can send them to the Zazzle store, for example. So maybe the Daddy's Heart fan page sends you to the Daddy's Heart store, which is at daddysheart.com. Or you send them to my site, to the HydraVid. Maybe you put all sorts of promotion for HydraVid in Facebook, and you drive them to your page here so they can buy it. And if they don't buy it, they return to site and go back to wherever they were. And by the way, did you know that you can actually create a sales funnel of taking people from page to page to page? So if they don't buy HydraVid, you can offer them something else. And if they don't buy that, you can offer them something else as well. Would you guys like to see me actually wrap one of your own sites to see how it looks for you? Would anybody want to see me wrap one of their own sites? If you do, pop in the chat box and I will be happy to show you exactly how. In fact, we can even time it if you want me to wrap one of your own sites. So whoever wants me to do it, pop your URL in the chat box and we'll go ahead and we'll actually show you how we can wrap a site. Go right ahead. And by the way, with retargeting, as I was saying, to retarget, you just put the scripts right in here. As you can see, we already do have our AdWords retargeting in place. Excuse me. Okay, so who wants me to wrap a site for them? Nobody? Come on, really? Somebody give me a website to wrap. All right, Farouk, what do you want to give me the okay, put it in, Rabbi, and Debbie wants me to do this one. We'll give you panama.escapeartist.com. Debbie, is escapeartist.com your website? Okay, we'll do both of them. In fact, I'll do a little campaign. So I'm going to scroll down right over here. The first one is Escape Artist. Okay, great. So we're going to wrap Escape Artist. We'll wrap Debbie. Oh, sorry, wait a minute. Who wants to time me? Can anybody have a watch or a timer to time me with this? And we're actually going to create a campaign. I'm going to do two things. Who wants to time me? Okay, Martin, you get to time me, okay? All right, so here we go. You ready? We'll start right up at the top. Okay, where I clicked iBoostify, and you can start now, Martin. We're going to do Escape Artist, Pam Escape Artist. So we're going to do wrap Panama. Let's call it Panama, okay? The URL you already gave me, Debbie, which was panama.escapeartist.com. The banner link URL I'm going to leave blank because I'm sending that to Farouk next. And now, I'd be done if I was doing yours. I'd be done right now. But we're going to now make a campaign, and the second one is going to be wrap. And Farouk, what's your website? It's Be Social Go Mobile. Okay, wrap. I'll just call it wrap you, just to be safe. Okay. All right, and if I go over here to get your URL, here's the website. I'm going to put it in right over here. There it is. And then anybody else give me a website to wrap? Nope. Okay. So the URL, I'm going to bring them back to iBoostify. Now, let's bring them to target.com. There we go. Bring them to target.com. And now we're done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create site wrap. And here we go. Our funnel is now created. We got wrap panel. We're done. By the way, Martin, stop the clock. We're done. Tasha, you're just a couple seconds late. I would have put you into the funnel. Sorry. Got to go quicker next time. All right. So now let's take a look at, we did Panama first. So let's click and we'll start our wrap right here. By the way, Martin, how long was that? There's Escape Artist Panama inside of iBoostify.com, all wrapped. That was less than 2 minutes. Farouk said, right, it should have been less. It should have been between 1 and 2 minutes. When it said done, it went 1 minute. That's crazy. Yeah, 1 minute. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we wrapped that. Now, by the way, let's take a look. Language in Panama, driving in Panama, where's my link here? Here we go. Driving in Panama. Let's take a look at that. I'm interested in this. So now I'm driving in Panama. Oh, is there a video here? Oh no, it's just an image. Okay. But now I'm looking around and I'm looking around and I'm looking around, and your link took me out. Ooh, this is not good. See here, your link took us out of Twitter. So we don't want to do that. In fact, took us completely out. So actually, no, it didn't. You know what it did? It opened up another thing. We're still in your site, which is cool. Okay. So we're still here, and we're still in our site. All right. Yep. Okay. Now we're done here. We're done looking around. Let's look at retiring clubs and groups. Okay, so we're here now. We're on the site for a while, and we're being engaged because we're looking all over the place. We're seeing cool things. So now we're getting to our 3 pages, and we're spending some time on the site. Pretty cool stuff. Let's return home because we're done here. And now we're going to go to Farouk. There's Farouk's page coming up just now. And by the way, we never left my website. We're still at iBoostify.com. Actually, we're still at totalpreneur.com. I just put a different header on. So there's Be Social Go Mobile. And by the way, your button can say anything it wants. I mean, you can do whatever you want. Here's our get more leads, increase more sales. I got a video to watch, so I'll be engaged for 57 seconds. So now there's Farouk's website. I like these graphics, Farouk. They're cool. And Farouk's got a pop-up over here. I can read more. Cool. Now I'm done with this. So now all I do is hit return home. And where did I say we're going to take them to? Target? There's target.com coming up right now. Now I could wrap target.com. In fact, I have wrapped target.com, which is where I should have taken you, is it to a target wrap. Okay. But in your case, you would keep taking them to wherever you can take them wherever you want. You now put together a complete campaign inside of 1 minute. And by the way, we let you take the campaign 10 pages deep. Is that cool? Yeah, exactly. Really, really cool. Right, exactly. You have total power. Now, some of you have been asking in the chat, how do I figure all this stuff out? Okay. Well, first of all, I want you to understand something. When you get iBoostify Site Wrapper today, Site Wrap, it used to be called WP Brand Wrapper when we were in beta test. But when you join us, you'll go right now to this members area. So it still has some WP brand wrapper in it. We're actually right now in pre-release. We're in pre-launch. You're getting version 0.995. Version 1.0 will be out in the next week or so. We have one or two things that we're adjusting that we are looking at as of right now. So 1.0 is going to be even better than this. Okay, so there's your instructions on how to install. And we have training videos, 1, 2, 3, as many as you want. And why do I say that? Because every week, I'm sorry, rephrase that. Every other week, just about, we have a mastermind session which runs anywhere from an hour to 2 hours, and sometimes we go even longer than that. This one went 2.5 hours, and it's all content. It's all about how you can monetize the use of our strategies. See, here at the end of the day, what you're getting is a tool, but really, what you're getting is complete training twice a month of up to 4 hours or more a month working with us in a group to build your business. And we don't restrict it just to SiteWrap. Anything's fair game because SiteWrap is just a huge tool to facilitate your marketing. Now, I don't think you can actually hear this testimonial that Michaela Kennedy put together for us, but you'll find it on this page. You'll also find it in our new sales page. If you went to iboostify.com, it's on there. It's really cool. She just loves it. So you'll see all that, and we also help you when we find good deals. We will also give you good affiliate links if you want to promote stuff online as well, things that we think are really good to believe in. So there's total training here. You're never more than about 10 days away from a full training on how to use it and take it to the next level. And our support team is there to support you 1,000,000% of the way. Okay. So there we go. Now, how many of you guys want to play? How many of you guys want to play? And I'm seeing all sorts of hands. Where do I get it? Where do I get it? Okay, I'll show you that in a second. I'm going to make you wait. The ramifications are crazy. I was telling you about Aileen Boundy. Or you saw her page here. Aileen Boundy, when she started a brand new WordPress site and said, "Let me try it on this brand new site. I got no traffic. I got nothing going on." She got 28 and a half minutes on site. 28 and a half minutes on site. She's now averaging about 9 minutes. We're going to be doing a workshop in February, by the way, and the workshop is on analytics. Analytics will make or break your business, and you're going to learn exactly how to do that. Okay, Ron Del Baccio said it's the most exciting system ever. It's an amazing product. I mean, you're seeing how amazing it is. But let me share with you the big picture here. Okay, let me share you with you why this is so important to me and why it should be so important to you. Okay, when we created the Institute for Totalpreneurship, it was about helping people build their businesses and build their lifestyle. And the general scheme of everything that we do and everything that I do this year is to help you create the kind of money, the kind of income, and the kind of lifestyle that you want so that you're not a slave to your business, but your business is the slave to you so that you can live your life the way you want. Now, understand something. I from my dream for years has been to travel around the world with my friends and play. Now, most of my friends have jobs, those boring things that you have to go to every day to be able to put food on the table. Most of my friends are unable to take the time off to travel. I just came back a couple months ago from a trip to Nepal. We were there for 11 days. I was there with my mom. My mom is 79 years old, and she climbed to the top of a mountain with me. Okay, truth be told, the last little bit, she was on a pony, on a horse, but she had the best time. Oh, I'm sorry. My mother's screaming. I'm not supposed to tell her age, but she doesn't look it. She just came back from playing tennis this morning. She's like she's nonstop. This lady. Anyhow, the bottom line is we had an absolute blast, and I want to be able to do the same thing with all of you guys, as long as you're planning on being fun. How many of you guys are planning on being fun? So we have a trip planned to Nepal. It's going to start on September 5th. We come in on the 4th, September 5th. There's a giant festival. I mean, a giant, magnificent festival in Nepal. We'll be there for that. And then we will be visiting incredible places all over the place. And Martin says, I'm fun as hell. Good. I expect that. We will be climbing 4 days of trekking. And if my mom can do it, every one of you guys can do it. Not to worry. And otherwise, we'll put you on a horse as well. So no worries there. We'll be visiting some really cool sacred places. If you don't know, Nepal is the birthplace of Buddha. So we have tremendous things. We will be visiting Everest, not climbing it, just visiting it from a little bit of a distance. I mean, it's a trip of a lifetime. Now, here's the thing: it's not a cheap trip. Okay, it will cost a few $1,000s to go, and it will take it's going to be a 13-day trip. And if you figure the travel for most of you, it's a significant distance. For me, it's only about 3.5 hours. For the rest of you, it's maybe a day to get there by air. So in order to be able to take the time and afford it, we've got to create income for you to generate. Does that make sense? We got to get you the income level that you need. Everybody with me on that? Hello, talk to me. Okay, so it's absolutely right. So what we've done is we put together a program to get you started, and SiteWrap is just one piece of it, and that'll get you started right now. So here's what you're going to get with iBoostify SiteWrap. First thing is you're going to get a full year access to iBoostify SiteWrap. Now understand something. iBoostify SiteWrap, when it is released, it's not available for full release yet. It's only been available to specific people through we've gone to actually just 3 JV partners, to my friend Gina. We've gone to a couple other people, and that's been it. All right. And my beta testers, and who have been so great. So you're going to get SiteWrap, and again, it's only available right now. It's our software. We wrote the software. When you're full access to SiteWrap, and you're going to get a 5-site upgrade, which is worth $197. When SiteWrap is released formally, it'll be $197, and it's going to carry a $37 a month monthly fee. And it's really important because we find so many things changing. We find changes within Google. We find changes within the browsers. So we got to make sure that it's going to work well with Firefox and work well with IE and work well with Chrome and so on, and Safari as well. So we have a full-time job maintaining this software for you to make sure that it works, and that it works with everything WordPress. Next, you're going to get all the upgrades and enhancements and all that. Followed by, we're going to give you the 2 strategy sessions a month, which are worth over $1,200 per year. You'll be getting those included, and there's no limit to those. You can, come, and then the replays are posted. So if you do miss them live, because for some of you, it will be at an inconvenient time. We're trying to make everyone inconvenient at some point, so that it's fair, it's convenient for some, and you know what I mean, just to rotate it a little bit. I hope you know what I mean. We're also going to give you today, because you came to me through my list. There's no affiliate involved here. You're going to get a full year of usage credits. That's normally $37 a month. So you're getting $444 credit immediately. You will not pay any of the monthlies until next year, a full year included with this. And I'm going to give you a brand new product that we're releasing when I get back from the Marketers Cruise, because I leave on this cruise tomorrow. It's the FB Ad Blaster course, which will help you get those Facebook ads placed to drive the traffic to SiteWrap to make the money you want to make. Okay, that's going to be released at $297, coming probably mid part of February after I get back home to Thailand, and we'll get that for you. Total value of that is over $2,500. Today, join us for only $167 and no payments, nothing until next year when you start your monthly payments on the software, at which point you'll have wraps up the yin-yang. Wraps everywhere. What you're going to do, Debbie says, way to go. Awesome. What you're going to do is you're going to go to iBoostify.com right now, iBoostify.com/yes. It's iBoostify.com/yes. And I'll show you the page in just one second. By the way, everything that we do is 100% guaranteed. I mean, it's amazing. And frankly, how can we afford to make a guarantee that you're satisfied? Because people don't ever refund. SiteWrap is so good, it's used. We had one refund. It was because the person wasn't using WordPress. She was using Joomla, and she wasn't wanting to change. So you will love that. Here's what you're going to get at this, and you're going to go to this page right over here. So you'll get the full year access. You get the 5-site upgrade package for free. You'll get the strategy mastermind sessions, all the upgrades, the ad booster training, which comes out at $297. There's the program right there. It's a video course. You'll get it for $167, and when you go right over here right now to iBoostify.com/yes. If you want to pay with PayPal, you can. There is a second link for that. Why, I'm not sure, but there is a link to PayPal. If you are in the U.S. and you want to put it on PayPal's Bill Me Later, that's cool. You have no payments for 6 months on it, which is always nice. But feel free, whichever way you want to go. Know that once you are involved with this, you're completely safe. It's totally cool for you. So let me see. What I've written down: make a WordPress site, provide content, engage the visitor with valuable information, buy Boostify, and iBoostify, have retail products through my site, and have retargeting. Yes. Okay. Martin's got it exactly right. Here's what he's got. You make a WordPress site. You provide content and engage the visitor with valuable information. You get site wrap, and you have you put retail products through the site using retargeting to earn a lot of cash. Yes, absolutely. And understand that there's strategies to do all of that. The cool thing is that with site wrap in place, your marketing explodes. It's so much more powerful, and it's simple to use. We made this so simple to use. Now, by the way, if you screw up, if you have a typo, it's easy to edit. To get into the back end of this, it's really, really, really easy to actually edit your your site wrap. Okay, if there's so in fact I'll show you. Um, well, actually, I won't even get in. I don't want to complicate things right now. But it's very, very easy. And I every now and then I do a demo and I screw it up. I type in HTTP instead of HTTP, and I mess it up. So the way to do it is to know that you can actually make any kind of corrections. The 5 sites included are 5 different sites. Yeah, Debbie, when I say you're going to get a 5 site license, it means that if you had multiple WordPress sites, you could put SiteWrap on all 5. You could install them on all 5 sites if you had 5 different brands, for example. And I would say that you would only want to use it if it was a different brand or a completely different business you're in. So, for what I mean is this: if you had a product line of golf supplies, okay, and it was like, Golf R Us, then you would install SiteWrap on golfrus.com. And then let's say that you had another site for baby clothes. They're so unrelated that you would have to market separately. And so you would have your babyclothes.com site. Okay, otherwise you might not really need to do that, because what you're trying to do is build a big brand. What we're doing now is we're moving all of our disparate sites over to totalpreneur.com. Everything's going to totalpreneur.com. Even our iBoostify brand will still be a brand for all of our software, but it'll be reached through Totalpreneur, because I want everyone coming to totalpreneur.com. So our credit products and our trading products and our real estate products and all the other things will all be accessed through Totalpreneur, because it relates. But if I had a product on, on medical something or other, or how to actually, we did buy a product a long time ago. We have a product on how to get rid of man boobs, called, I forget what I even call it right now. We haven't marketed it in some years, but if I did that, it would be completely separate. Okay. Um, and let's see, does this work for dropship sales and affiliate marketing ads? Why wouldn't it? Of course, Debbie. Um, because here's the thing: dropship sales, you still want to be able to use retargeting, right? So as long as you're using it on a WordPress site, anything you're doing dropship, that's mechanics of after the sale is created. So dropship sales, as long as they're running through as long as you can put it onto your website, you're good to go. And I say your website, we'll just wrap it. So absolutely, I mean, if you're not using this, you are losing a fortune, is really the bottom line. I mean, it really, really is. And, I don't like pushy salespeople. I got to tell you, I don't like pushy salespeople. So as I tell you, you got to have it. I'm not trying to be pushy. I'm trying to be pragmatic for you guys, because you're on my list. All right. The fact of the matter is, everybody needs this. Everybody needs this, because it will just build your business exponentially. It takes all that you're doing, takes everything that you're doing, and it makes it so much more powerful. It's really, really that simple. And we've made it that simple. Now, the other side of it is that if you're not sure what you're doing, you've got support. You've got us. And what I want you to be real clear about is that this software is ours. We wrote the software. Matt, my Matt, our Matt, and you'll call him your Matt, because Matt responds. I mean, Matt's in charge of supporting this software. Um, we look after you. We absolutely look after you. Okay, I don't have a website. Can I buy the software? Leonora, I can't promise that price, but here's what we can do for you. I did not put this up today. I apologize. I should have thought to do this. I did not. The jet lag totally fried my brain. So let me share with you. If you don't have a website, what we will be happy to do for you, we are putting. I should give you a little background on this, but we will build a website for you, and we'll build a website for you. It's a different scenario, but we'll build a website for you. The price on that will be $597. It will include site wrap in that price. Okay, so effectively, you're looking at um, uh, over site wrap, it'd be $300 over the regular site wrap. Actually, more than that, but we're giving you this at the reduced price of $597. No payments for a year. Uh, Matt's team builds the site. Now, when I say Matt's team, let me share with you. Matt, my programmer, his wife, Kay, created a school in the Philippines for children. and they've been taught information technology. They've been taught IT. It's been sponsored by the government. I'm one of their sponsors as well. And they've been taught how to create WordPress sites to outsource and use their skills. So they will be fulfilling all of your orders. So when you order a WordPress site created for you, which we'll do for you, they're building it and you're helping the kids. It's a really, really cool thing. So we will go ahead. It's iboostify.com/yes is the site for that. Okay. So they'll build your site. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to get a choice of a few themes to look through, and then you'll get a choice of color. So you're not going to, and if you have a theme that you want to use, we'll install that one. We will install it with our favorite plugins. So you'll have all of the inherent things built in place. We will install it, by the way. We don't install it automatically. We install it using something it's I forget what the software costs to do it, but we install it for security because a lot of WordPress sites are insecure. So you'll install that with WordPress security so that you're protected, because some of you may have heard that if you don't have it done right, you can get hacked. We make sure you're as hack proof as possible. Okay, so we'll install that. We will build 12. Let me see if I have this. I can maybe show you, because this is something that we haven't really even released yet, but um, what we're going to do. So let me see if I can show this to you real quickly here. I thought I had it, but here we go. Yeah. All right. This is just our internal. I'm going to show you our internal page real quick. Um, but I'll show this to you because you're friends. Okay, so this is what we're building a site for. The page isn't even made yet, but you'll collect your domain. We'll register it for you. We'll set up your hosting account. You'll use our hosting company because they're who we use, unless you have a specific reason. We'll custom install WordPress for you. You'll receive a professional theme installed on your website, of course. We'll configure the theme to match your color scheme of your brand with up to 5 color options. We'll custom install our top recommended plugins, as I mentioned. We'll set up the navigation system for you, so you know where people are going to go on that website. Give us your logo. We'll create a custom WordPress header for you as well. We'll create 3 custom wrap headers. So one of them may say return to site, one of them will say go home, whatever you want that label to say. You can have 3 of those. We will place up to 5 pages of basic blog content on your site. You got to create the content, but I don't want you to have like move into a new house and not have any furniture. So I want you to start building some of your blogging. So you give us the content and we'll put the pages up for you. And then really what you got to do is you can just clone the page and add new content and just follow along with that. Okay. And then we'll do 12 site wrap pages for you as well. Just give us the affiliate links and we'll create it for you. So basically it's turnkey, $597. And if you need us to break it up for you in payments, we'll do it. If you want it, just put in the chat and I'll have Matt hook up with you, because next week I'm going to be on the boat, or as I keep getting corrected, I'll be on the ship. So we'll be happy to do that for you. A forum site, you know what? We can look at that. As long as it's in WordPress, we can set up anything. I mean, our guys can set up anything. But that's the basic thing that we have for you. So if Leonora, if you want us to do that for you, happy to do that. But you know, I'm not fixing prices on this. You know, quite frankly, the price of the software has gone up faster than I actually had expected it to. So yeah, you'll see it at 197 pretty quickly. There may be specials periodically, like you would see with anything else that you buy, you know, at any retail store. But I can't promise when they are or when they'll be. So I would recommend getting it now. And frankly, the bottom line is, what are you waiting for? And what I mean by that is the sooner you start putting strategies into place, even if you have no content on your website, the sooner you start putting your strategies in place. If you do any affiliate marketing at all, if you do anything on YouTube at all, you need the software, and it can be installed within seconds. It's very, very fast to do. And if you need help with it, you guys are effectively inner circle. You came from my list. If you need help with installation, let us know. We'll help you with it. I mean, we're not going to charge you for that. We'll just do it for you. Okay. So I just want to be clear about that. The objective is for us to help you. So, you know, real quick, I should have put this in the chat. So I apologize for not putting this link in the chat for you, but I'll put it in right now. It's www.iboostify.com/yes. And just go there, get your site wrap right now. I will be out of touch for the next week or so, but my support guys will be around. And all you do is you send an email to support at iboostify.com. My guys will look after you very, 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 very well. I just need to know how the hell I promote and sell other PLR products on my WordPress site. Uh, well, we're going to talk about that, Martin, you and I particularly. But moving right along with that, we will be having through the totalpreneur.com site, through the Institute of Totalpreneurship, we will be doing a lot of training on how you drive traffic, how you get people to come to your website, how you convert them. We'll be talking about how you build systems, how you get people hired. We have 5 different pieces that are fundamental to building your business. Not just one of them is getting the ideal customer. Then it's getting the ideal customer to spend more money with you and enhance the relationship that you have with that person and have them recruit business to you. The third one is how you build your operations, your systems and procedures. Then we talk about the inner game and how your own personal power will build your business, because if you don't believe you can do it, you won't. So we have to make sure that you understand that it can be very simple if you follow the recipe and believe in yourself and believe in the recipe. Next, we're going to, and finally, last but not least, we'll talk about your ultimate lifestyle. Really important. Really, really important. The bottom line is you've got to go one step at a time, because what happens with people that get over enthusiastic is that they do too many things and they get themselves in trouble. iBoosted by SiteRep will allow you to do everything. Just do one at a time, master it, and go on to the next, or you'll end up in short attention span theater with all sorts of people there with you, but they're all broke because they never can get any one thing done. Get one thing done, get one thing making you money, and you'll be in tremendous, tremendous shape economically, which is where I want you to be. So where I want you to go right now is to iboostify.com/yes, iboostify.com/yes. Get your copy of iBoostify Site Wrap. It's immediately available for you downloaded or to be downloaded and installed on your WordPress site. If you don't have a WordPress site, send me a message, put it in the chat, and we'll get you hooked up. I'll get Matt directly with you, or send an email to support@iboostify.com. It'll go to Matt. They'll create a special link for you because, again, we aren't even prepared to offer this right now, frankly. But Matt's team is prepared to actually do it. We have a few people that we're building sites for internally right now, that are in other coaching programs. And so we'll be doing that. For example, one of the Debbies on here is getting a site built, and when I get back, Debbie will strategize on how your site's going to be put together to make the maximum dollars for you. Okay, we don't want to just build a site. We really want to build a relationship, and we want to build your future. We want to build your income for the future. So we want to be very careful that things are done properly, not just because we're throwing stuff against the wall because it looks good. Does that make sense? So, ladies and gentlemen, any questions here? I see a number of you guys have already begun the process of jumping in to get site wrap. So, in fact, if you are, just let me know so I can be looking for your uh, your order. Just let me know that you're in, and I'll be looking directly for your orders and making sure that you're taken care of. Because I see a few orders through here. I see Ted is in. I see. Um, Lori is here. I see, is that Tom or Tom is here. So yeah, so excuse me. Jeremy's in. Great, excellent. Jeremy is in. Debbie says she's excited. That's great. Let's see another one. We have Tasha is already in. So I'm thrilled that you're here. Farouk, I'm not sure I see that yet. And I know Paul, yeah, Paul. I want to make sure that you're using Facebook to drive traffic and using SiteWrap to convert that traffic. It's really important that you actually are doing that. Because again, Facebook can make you a bunch of money. So can Google Plus. So can LinkedIn. So use those, use those. I mean, so I can just say that. Just go ahead and do that. Um, so let's see if there's anything else we need to do. Andre is in. Andrew, I see you're here. Lisa, I see Matt. I see Josh. I see Susie. Excellent. Okay, cool. Well, great. We have a whole new flock of people coming in. So, and our next session, by the way, our next strategy session is the 20th. Is the 20th. So that's going to be, I think it's going to be at 7 p.m. East Coast time, USA. So I'm not sure what that time is in Norway, but that's 7 o'clock Eastern is 11 o'clock in the morning in Sydney. So no, Debbie, you do not need to pay anything else. You're already covered. you're already covered, and your websites are already covered. We took care of that in our big package. No, you're good. You're good to go. You're good to go. We just got to get it built for you. And I want before we have Matt do it, I want to go over that with you directly, so we do it to best fit. Remember, your package includes some time with me. So I just want to make sure that it's done the right way for your success, guys. I want you to understand something. This is not a hobby for me. This is a passion for me, and so everything that we do here is being done. I mean, I'm not going to let you do something stupid. If I see you doing something stupid, I'm going to tell you. Whether you're a coaching client or not, I'm going to tell you. And that's just the bottom line. And if you don't like what I got to say, that's fine. But I just won't let somebody. I mean, you can. I'm not going to be the parent that lets you burn your hand on the stove because that costs you money and time. I'm going to be the parent that says, stop, don't do it. And then if you do it, shame on you. Okay. But I want to be able to be there to help protect you from you and protect you from those out there that want to have you part with your money and not give you the value that you deserve accordingly. Okay. I have no problem charging you for services, but I sure as hell want to be sure that I earn that and take solid care of you and give you the value that you deserve and make you more value than you expected. Fair enough? So let me see if I have anybody else I need to look after. I see Fred is in, and I do. Yes, Julie, your order is here. Okay, cool. You're good to go. All right. Anybody else? Other words. Oh, Jeffy says, in other words, I'm a mentor. Yeah, and actually, we were looking for a title for our coaching program, which we're just starting, and we're calling it what do you call it? The strategic mastery mentorship, I think we called it. So we want you to master your strategy in all sorts of your life, and so that's what we're doing. So okay, ladies and gentlemen, anything else? Any other questions? Okay, well then I'm going to welcome all of you for all of you that have joined us. Thank you for joining us. Over the next course of the next week, I want you to get SiteWrap installed. Actually, I want you to get it installed within the next 24 hours. If you have any questions, go to the support the support line, which is support@iboostify.com. And Matt and Mark and Marvin and Rose and the rest of the gang will look after you in my absence during the next week while I'm on the marketers cruise. We will see you next Monday, Tuesday in Australia, of course, for the next mastermind strategy session. I would say that's mandatory. Martin says this is a groundbreaking products, people. Yeah, it is. It really is. It's pretty cool. And I got to tell you, we measure success really. I measure success by your success. If you guys are making money and having fun and doing things and wrapping things and getting your time on site converted to 400% better than anybody else, I consider that success. That's where I get my validation. And I'm really happy to do that. It's a lot of fun. So I appreciate that. Um, Martin says you've been to a lot of webinars and you provide good and real products. Thanks. I appreciate that. We're not going to do you wrong. We're always going to look after you and give you things that I think are incredibly important to you, because I want to help you. I want to help you grow. I want you to get to Nepal with us. After Nepal comes Iceland. After Iceland comes the Galapagos. After the Galapagos comes, not sure yet, and that order may change, of course. But that's what I have in mind. It's going to depend upon weather, as in not if, but whether as in the actual temperatures and degrees and seasons, whether where we go at any particular time. But I want you guys to have the experience of a lifetime. Um, Leonora says, I'm a little overwhelmed by all the information plus Genie Dream. Need a little digestion time. Hang on a second. I'm going to cough and I want to share with you about that, Leonora. Hang on one sec. Okay. Iceland's awesome. Martin says, I know. Bit windy, but I love Iceland. Okay. Overwhelm. I can totally identify the overwhelm, Leonora. And by the way, I want to make sure that you're set with Genie Dream. So just pop in the chat. Let me know you're good. You're all set with that. Here's the thing about Genie Dream. And Genie Dream is the access that everyone got this past week into the ultimate library of private labor rights material. Huge, huge stuff. And the cool thing is this, that when you start selling your own product using private label rights, you multiply your success in so many ways. What I'm going to want you to do using Mark's material, using the stuff from Genie Dream, Leonora, is take that material. A lot of it you can put on your website as content, right? as blog posts and content. So you're going to want to be putting links on that, some external links to other things, other products, for example, affiliate products that you may want to sell, which would be in keeping with what you're putting up on your site. If you're going to do that, you're absolutely going to want to wrap those pages. You're going to want to use site wrap for that without any doubt in my mind. So they support one another. If you don't want to do it now, you don't. I'm not going to tell you that everything expires next week and it's going to be $4 million. It's going to be 197 and it'll be $37 a month. That much I can tell you is where we're going. Will there be special deals? At some point, yes, but when, I don't know. If you want to move forward with it and you want us to help you put it together, totally happy to do that. So we can really make a turnkey thing for you and get you going much more rapidly than you could do on your own. So to that degree, I would say jump. Really jump hard. If you feel you need more time, I do not want to push you. I do not. Again, where you are, and I want to make sure that you're properly served. Okay. Um, uh, for jet lag, face north, and without moving, move eyeballs. Oh, okay, cool. I'm going to save that one, Tasha. Thank you. Just download some items today. Oh, Debbie, listen to this. Debbie said, just download some awesome content just to start my website content. What did you download, Debbie? I'm curious. So Debbie's downloading things from Genie Dream. I'm really excited about that. Face north, then without moving, move your eyeballs left to right for 30 seconds or more. It'll balance you out. Interesting. Okay, I'll do that, Tasha. That's great. Thank you. Um, it helps if I sleep too. There's another thing about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have got to go get some breakfast in me. Items about meditation and stress. Yeah, there's a lot of stress release and meditation stuff on that site. And there's some also, if I remember correctly, because I think I downloaded it, there is also some meditation, um, not audios that you can take, and they're all private labeled, so you can add those to your stuff. Yeah, I know, Tasha. I better sleep, but I'm too excited to be back here. So anyway, you guys, thank you for joining me. For all of you that have joined the SiteWrap community, I'm thrilled to have you with us. I really appreciate your business and appreciate your trust. And let me just see something here. Let me just quickly take a peek. Jeremy, did you say that you were in? I don't see your order coming. I've just been looking because there were some people that I knew. I don't see your order through, so I just want to make sure. Did you put it in yet, or are you waiting until we finish here? Because if it's in, I don't see it. And some of the VIP bonus is great. Um, Tasha says, thanks. I learned more this time. Yeah, Tasha's one of our site wrap customers. We have probably about half of you here today are our site wrap customers, is what it looks like. Maybe a third. But okay, cool. All right, I'll look for it later. I just want to make sure that I get you taken care of. So I'm thrilled. You guys are really cool. You'll find, by the way, our site rep people are very loyal. They're very aggressive, and they even if I'm promoting it again, they keep coming back for more. I do want to hear from you more, guys, about what you're doing. I want to see some of your site rep pages, and I want to hear some success stories. And in February, Gina and I are doing a 2-day workshop. I don't know what the pricing is, and I'm meeting with her tomorrow, so we'll get the rest of that nailed down. But it's going to be, I think, the 20th and 21st of February, and it's going to be all about how to use analytics. And let me tell you, it will not be boring. It will be how you make more money and how you convert when you learn about what your audience is doing because without the information, you're just throwing stuff against the wall. With this information, you can surgically strike. So yeah, so Leonora, if you want, we'll definitely build this website for you. Matt can do that for you. So if you want, and if you need us to do a payment plan, I'll be happy to do that. Just let me know, and we'll take care of it. But I'm the one that does that, so let me know today so I can get it in order, and Matt's guys can start working with you. Debbie says, get some sleep so we can party tonight. Thank you. Um, and Debbie says, have a drink on me as well. I will, Debbie. Actually, I don't really drink, so it will be a lot of soda water. That's what I buy. I do a lot of soda water. Will you send us a reminder for the next webinar? Yeah. You guys get reminders. We'll get reminders for everything. And once you sign up for SiteWrap, by the way, you are automatically enrolled in the SiteWrap Mastermind webinar series. So go to webinar, automatically sends you reminder notices. I mean, we just set it up. We set up to work automatically. It's really important that we follow automated systems to keep things smooth. So you should all be receiving reminders for the 20th, 7 o'clock USA Eastern Time, 11 o'clock a.m. Tuesday morning Sydney time. I think Queensland, you're what, 1 hour difference, so it'll be 10 a.m. for you, I think, for that. In Norway, it's close to the middle of the night for you, Martin. Um, and for the rest of you, it's whatever. Okay, no problem. Leonora, give me the best way to reach you right now, and we'll put it together as soon as I hang up with the call. Okay, give me your Skype ID, and I'll Skype you. Okay. Where are you based? I forget where you're at. Um, yeah, you were lucky today with the clock. Exactly right. Reminders on the site wrap webinars should be like a day out. And I'm going to probably have our guys send reminder emails through our own stuff in the meantime. But generally, it's a day before that it goes out through GoToWebinar. Oh, you're in New York. Okay, just give me your phone number. I'll call you on the cell phone. I have a cell phone. I can call New York through cell phone. So I'll be happy to do that. I'll call you now. So I'm not calling you in the middle of the night. Okay. Perfect. Let me just copy that real quickly here. Anybody else? Does anybody else have any questions or need any answers? I am here to answer before we go. So I want to make sure I get that covered, and then I'll call Leonora when I hang up. Okay. Nope. Okay. Well, in that case, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say thank you. Have a great week. We are exactly at 84 minutes. So I love you guys. Have a great weekend. I will be on the Marketers Cruise thinking of all of you and how we can best serve you over the next coming year. Any questions, just hit us up at the support line, support@iboostify.com. And without further ado, have a great day, night, morning, weekend, and so on. And Leonora, I'll be calling you in just a couple minutes. Everybody, thanks again. Take care. Good luck. God bless. Love you. And thanks for being with me today. Take care. Thanks, Debbie. Bye.